Stellenbosch have been a formidable force in youth development football, and they've showed their mettle, even cross-border. You've seen how they've played and fared. I'll tell you now, this is my left. Oh! Splendid! From Batoko!
SUNDOWNS yanake laphana busisiwe Mukwena sibone isonto njani lihle kakhulu sibone mabitsa
Hashtag it's your moment. Hashtag the journey starts here. ENGEN Champ of Champs, where we try to crown the best of 9 provinces in the South African jurisdiction. Hello and welcome to it. It's episode number 20 of Football on 216. We've done it differently with the guys. No studio this time. We're out at Marks Park, where we've seen 2 days of superb football. Before we get to that, let me introduce you to the panelists of Development League experts. We've gone largely different this time. You can see the formation. Cosca's on that side opposite me, and then the midfielders remain nice and congested. What's this, Cosca? There's like 5 at the back. Well, me and you are left back, right back, and then 3 centre backs.
This formation, I'm telling you, we're conceding 5 goals. Yes.
I just feel so mad.
Sometimes you have to be we leak account 00011. Yeah,
you've been watching lots of adverts on social media. But guys, straight into it then. We get into the review of the past 2 days. Lots to talk about, but the biggest talking points, Fiso.
Yeah.
KAIZER Chiefs almost don't make it out the group. They survive. They'll play in a semi today.
Yazi indlela ababuye ngayo wena Thandi KAIZER Chiefs okubonisayo lama team lawo. So into sibona la ENGEN ama team especially ama team akoLimpopo KZN abafana neChiefs mhlawumbe azofika adlale and then ayolala akhathele. KAIZER Chiefs ubona ukuthi khona mhlawumbe mabeqeda ukudraw la bahamba yojima angazi bajima ngayiphi indlela because babebuya kwaba utringiz omunye ethi ayithengiwe le match babuye badraw ama game awu2 ubona ukuthi KAIZER Chiefs ngathi ayikho manje sibuya wina ngo5-0 3-0 kusho ukuthini lokho kodwa ke singayibona ngempela mangaqhubeka kanjalo singayibona izifika kuma finals silindele lokho vele
abona KAIZER Chiefs wena mjix ne ke hlopa se se kholo thata ka jalo ha go nne bonolo gore ba tshameke ka gone o mongwe le mongwe ba tla go plan around KAIZER Chiefs ka jalo go nne le ba tle ba sa tsene ntse like 2 draws ba simulla re bone ke bona ba simulla go gapa maabane ka jalo wena mjix ne go le bokitenyana for Chiefs fela mara tshepa ra dimela gore ya ka ba se ba fumane tempo ya bona ba tla gona go tswela pele ka motshameko ba ya go makgaolaganyeng.
Or Stellenbosch haven't lost a game and they come in red hot form on the final day.
Stellenbosch wena Thandom Chiako ba kotsi o gopola gore ba tswile ba ya ko moseja kwa ba ile tshameka metshameko ile mini ba ja stopper sa Tottenham Hotspur ba ile ko tournament ba tshamekile metshameko ene kwa ntla ga tatlhegelo ba tsere sejana ba se tsholetsa moragafo gompieno jaaka ga o tlhalotsa gore Stellenbosch ga ise ba tsamaye ba latlhegelo ka gope gongwe re tla tsamaya re ba bone jalo ko makgaolakganyeng mme fela gona le stopper sengwe ba re shaya moya se shaisana moya stopper sengwe.
Did Stellenbosch make it out alive today, coach?
Tando, look, man, Stellenbosch started like a house on fire, and I believe they will keep their consistency onto the final. But we don't know who's gonna definitely win the final. But I tell you now that the Gauteng Development League is definitely doing something because look at KAIZER Chiefs, man. You look at a team like KAIZER Chiefs. They started very slow, but as soon as they gained momentum, then they went on. So teams like that, you attribute it back to Spain when they lost 1-0 to Switzerland and they went on to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Let's see something when KAIZER Chiefs comes through today. I'm telling you, they can go all the way.
Let's talk about the surprise packages quickly. Sorry, guys. Khalishiwe, they play in the semi-final today. EPAI FC, new teams. What have those guys done right?
Fethu mabuka laphana EPAI FC besiyenza ngesikhathi se-Eastern Cape uma knockout akhona. Lapho EPAI FC ithatha intwana ezithu kule team ade bedlala nawo kwi-final. Olethu Songela kunentwana yaka Sithole ngizazokhumbula igama layo ezithu. EPAI FC siyayibona mfethu. Yazi EPAI FC i-team le engashaya iStellizi. iStellizi sidinga into eyodwa. iStellizi first half siyake udlala ukhathana. Bheka amagoli asamaningi angena second half. But mawucheka EPAI FC maningi ama team asi-surprise ile mfethu. EPAI FC silindele okukhulu lapho mfethu. Kuno-jersey number 10 laphana. Lalela umbheke.
Hey, kutlelo bua le ka Khalishiwe tsala ke ka moggo ba mogalang khwele ka ba tshameka monate wena mjix ko morago ba e simolla sentle ba bonana go bona gore khale ba tshameka mmogo ke ba batla ba tsa go khimba ke sa go khimba la ke Khalishiwe ai ba tshameka monate Sfiso builana le ka bona le daile ntlogo diamond nation ai totlang mfana ha ya mogalo mona ro o itse pele wa ya mogelo tshilo tsa tlhogo wa intsa a ga le shiwe e bai a to bona metlo
ke lebeletse gore ditlhopha di le dintsi wena Thandong Mtshika ga di tla ka kwane mo ENGEN Champ of Champs ke ka ga re setse re bone batho ba ntse re kopana le bone ba tswa KZN ba tswa Limpopo ba na le kgatlhego ya gore bathong re kopa go sala ka kwane re batla go tshameka mo Gauteng Development League ke ka mo bonang gore ditlhopha tse dintsi ga di tshameka ba irang ba tsholetsa dikauso le ene le ka bana le ga nne ba motsitsa diputso ana le Itumeleng Banda o tlhalositse gore yene ga ka sala ka kwane gore a khone go tshameka jalo mo Gauteng Development e kete ke mo teng ba bona gore ditšhono tsa bone di dintsi gore ba khone ba tshameke football ko the highest level mme fela ka rialo ka lebellang ditlhopha tse di kwa tlase re ka bona sengwe se diragala mo letsatsi la gompieno final e ka tswa ka Gauteng.
Speaking of the final, coach, you've been the coach of many teams. What do you say to your boys in the change room before they step on and play a semi-final or a final? How do you motivate them?
Yo, Tando man, it's all in the hunger. It's all how much do they want it. So basically, I think the coaches will just have to motivate them in a sense that, guys, remember this is a final before the final. So they need to take it a game at a time. Even when they start their semi-finals, they need to take it a game at a time. But they need to also work for each other because at the end of the day, it's a team sport and no one has to play as an individual. And I like what Ora has mentioned now to say that the Gauteng Development League is already elevating and a lot of teams that are in the Champ of Champs want to see themselves participating in the in the GDL. But what I can ask, maybe the viewers can also advise on this one, to say that, guys, we look at teams from other provinces and some of them, they come not prepared enough. So does it represent the whole province or what is happening? Is there a gap or not? And there's a good question that was asked, and the same question, it's definitely attributing to the fact that are we having enough scouting ability or key personnel who can identify players and teams that can compete in such leagues.
Mhlawumbe uqeda kule nto lesike sakhuluma ngayo sino Ora lapha sikhuluma ngeSisters FC. Sisters FC njalo ihlala iwina ama knockout but mayifika la yenzi kahle nese. Lokho kusho ukuthini? Ngabe lapha neLimpopo ibhola lokuqala alikho mnandi because njalo bayiwina last step bebekhona last step bebekhona but mabefika lana bayashawa njalo kusho ukuthini ngedisk la seLimpopo labantu besifazana.
Sticking with women's football, let's get to it, guys. The ladies semi-finals are going to start first. We'll definitely see a new winner this year. There's no UJ. How do we see those games going? There's Storm ladies from Secunda, Sundowns, Durban ladies, Cape Town Roses, Final Four.
Mina ngathi ngintshele iSundowns definitely yak final. Mamela Sundowns yak final. Storm ladies ne Cape Town Roses.
Durban ladies, Durban engadliwa kodwa Durban ezalost.
But into ngayisho Mamela Sundowns yak final.
Ngayihlalosa kiriana wena Thandong Mtshika. Cape Town Roses 2002 nabalefa ba ile makganga 2003 nabalefa ba ile makgaola kgangeng 2004 ke ngwa gore le mo go yona ga re itse gore ba tla ya go makgaola kgang mme fela se nne ke se bua le motlatsa mokatisi wa setlhopha seno sa Cape Town Roses Sonika Mzingeli we leng gore o ne a tshameka jaaka mo kaptene mo wa go fitile ke tlhalositse ga ke bua le ena ka re ngwagao it's either it's a break or make it point ya Cape Town Roses ga le ka fitla go makgaola kgang la sefenye sejana ke nagana gore ba le bale ka Champ of Champs.
Ba bona ha o bua ka Sonika ntsa lake go tlo go nna botoka thata gore a nne teng ka gonne o tshamekile ha bua o tlo go itse gore bua ka ntsa o tshamekile ngwaga di le pedi gona nong ha tla ka kwana o tla ele mothusa mokatisi Sonika re mmone gore bogale thata so go nna le motho ene gore o teng kwa wa itse o tshamekile ke nagana gore ya go ba thusa Cape Town Roses gore le bone ba dire sentle ka gona Sonika o na le maitemogelo o gona bona the passion ya go tshameka mo lentsa lake o gona bona gore ba e batla ka jalo ga ba tshwanela man Sundowns se ka ya go makgaola kganye but Cape Town Roses ba fetsa le lebeleng.
Guys, Durban Roses has not lost a game.
This is
a competition, guys. We're not playing a league here. So, in a competition, if you come with a solid defense, you definitely go at them. If you don't concede goals, you are guaranteed whether you are going to a penalty spot or you win the game.
I speak about the Sundowns in a little bit of I I'm making about Storm ladies. first half bayakwazi athi beyathemba second half sekhathe ngiyazi before sivale ngamagama awu2 base egoli abantu besifazane ngifuna ukukhuluma ngakho ale ngokuhle sithole bese ngokahlekho malibana ade bekhona la engine okuhle sithole bathe usemdala ukuthi adlale she's only 14
amsaba
Wakhuluma ngengqondo ukuthi she's mature enough to play that.
and then ukahlekho malibane uzokhumbula ukuthi kade captain kunomelo Sundowns uyibeke la but then bamlonile first team yethas unanga 15 years
hayilalela
Tando, they don't go to the final for me. Definitely, you ask me once we.
No, I want to do that now. You see some of the shots here, some of the guys are coming through. It's a lovely affair. You're going to see lots of those shot spots. I want to put the guys on the spots, chopping heads on the table. Who wins the men's? Let's start with the men's. Who wins the men's champ of champs this year? Lipstick and wave. We'll come back. We'll have another segment later today after the final, so we'll see who was right, who deserves flowers. Who wins the men's?
It's like an experience. STELLENBOSCH.
Name is
STELLENBOSCH.
ladies
No, so we are ladies.
mina ngifuna nje ukusheshe ngiqede fast ebhayi Mamelodi Sundowns siya sengiqedile
Ebhayi?
Mamelodi Sundowns
Laser yamuthi uthini ma?
ebhayi Mamelodi Sundowns
Yo, Thando, se re tlo se bona mo letsatsi la gompieno ko ba kgaola kgang ke re bona sejana sa champ of champs se tswa ka Gauteng ke a fitisa.
No, that's not correct. He says Gauteng, I want a name. You say KAIZER Chiefs then?
No, I'm not saying KAIZER Chiefs.
uthi siyaphuma
Siyaphuma.
Yeah, it's going out of Gauteng champ of champs trophy this year. Bye.
Bye. Both the guys say bye.
Okay, that's fine. Tando, as a statistical aspect, I will tell you now that KAIZER Chiefs is going to definitely take it home.
So I'll give you my take for the boys, and I'm going with coach. I'm going KAIZER Chiefs. Let's go, ladies, guys.
nasa ngishile Mamelodi Sundowns
Akiji ke Mamelodi Sundowns.
Sundowns.
Ke a fetola gape, ke fetola leo. Wa itse gore ke phela ke le different. Are in Cape Town.
You say Cape Town Roses beat Sundowns in a semi,
Cape Town Roses.
Coach?
My man, this is a cup competition, as I've been saying. Viewers at home will agree with me. You come at the cup competition, you come with a solid defense, Durban.
So I think me and coach are on the same wavelength. I'm also going Durban, ladies.
No, Tando is copying me, by the way.
No, so I'm going Chiefs, I'm going Durban, ladies. We've got to see the guys have made some bold predictions. They've gone Epai, the debutants, to come away and win the champ of champs. Will they dethrone Stellenbosch, or will it go back to the winelands of Stellies? Guys, stay with us here. Football on 216, lots of action coming up. But for now, these guys need to go prepared for their game as they are already as a team sheet. For you at home, stay tuned to your home of youth development football. Hashtag, it's your moment. The journey starts here.
It's football on 216 and I've decided to take over, bring the studio to the pitch. But this time we're at the ENGEN Champ of Champs where a new champion is set to be crowned. It's rather windy, should have worn my bald head out. But besides that, I'm really excited about the faces that we're set to meet at this competition. The lady sitting next to me needs no introduction, someone who's a Dr. Desiree Ellis. But I want to know from you, Coach, has this sunk in?
Well, you know, I always say to the players, if the team does well, the individuals stand out. And I'm fortunate that I'm one of those individuals.
I want you to own it because the hashtag of this competition is hashtag it's your moment. So can we practice it?
I'm Dr. Desiree Ellis, but it's Coach Des to you.
Coach Des to me, Coach Des to you. Let's talk about this competition. What's the importance of having this competition that has been running for over 20 years?
I think the girls section only been running a few years, but I've already seen the improvement. I was at the Cape Town leg last year, at the Joburg, at the national last year, Cape Town leg this year and Joburg leg this year, and I've seen the improvement. I think now that there's more teams as well, because you have 9 representatives of here from the 9 provinces, which is really exciting, because of some of the talent we would not have seen. So I'm really, really excited for the future. I think in 2 to 3 years' time, we're going to have some really, really good players coming through again. But it gives the young players an opportunity, because I know some of the players that are here playing in the Hollywood Bets League, playing in the Cecil League, but now they get an opportunity to play against their peers, and it's great to see them in that environment. So I'm really, really excited. I think the future is bright. Every time when I come here and I go home smiling, because I know the future of South African women's football is in great hands.
Obviously, they started back in the year 2001, but they didn't have women's football then. A few years down the line, then they added women's football. What has it done for women's football in this country?
I think it's been fantastic. Last year were fewer teams. This year you had more teams, and we would have missed out on seeing some talent if it wasn't for the competition. You know, it's really grateful that players could showcase their talent. I know a lot of the players, because a lot of them play in our Cecil League, play in our Hollywood Bet Super League. But it's exciting to see them, you know, up against their peers of the same age group, and to see how they progress throughout the tournament. So I've really been excited with the talent. I think the future is really bright for South African women's football because of the talent that I've seen.
Yeah. One thing that was interesting is the fact that I look at the Hollywood Bet Super League, right? And we've got at least one team, which is Richmond United from the Northern Cape. I come here and there were also teams from the Northern Cape. What is this saying about those areas that aren't easily accessible?
I think it shows that, you know, ENGEN are reaching out to all provinces. ENGEN are making sure that these girls get a platform to play at the level, you know, which is the under 20 level. But there's players as young as 14, 15, which is very exciting. And it's great to see that everybody around the country is getting that opportunity. So, you know, to the teams that haven't made it to the final, they know what to expect next time. I think they'll come back better, because I was at last year's championship, and I think the football has really, really improved. I've been to the Cape Town League, I've been to the Gauteng League before and this year, and that has improved. So there's a big improvement in women's football, especially at this level, because we know that the youth don't get a lot of competition. And through these competitions, because the game is a teacher, the more you play, the better you become and the better you can test yourself. So I think it has really helped grow the game, especially at a youth level, and I think it augurs well for South African women's football going forward.
Working with the national team, you're constantly looking for players to put up their hand. The hashtag of this competition is hashtag It's Your Moment. How do you interpret that slogan with a competition like this?
I think it's apt that it's the slogan for the competition, because this is where dreams are made of. There's so many male players, the Bochum one of them, coming through this competition. You can mention many more, and hopefully in the not too distant future we can talk about some of the players that played here. I know Latemba Sam from Cape Town Roses from way back, just now playing at TS Galaxy. It just shows the opportunities that arise out of this. Some of the players here play for the national schools team. Some of them are going to the U17 team. But the opportunities here, I know Veronica Pure's niece saw 2 weeks ago. Now she's playing here, so it's another opportunity for her to grow and another opportunity for her to be seen. But I'm just excited with the young talent coming through. It just excites me. Over the next two or 3 years, I think we're going to have some fantastic players coming through again.
Just finally, one more question. I know that you've seen your stars. We've seen national team players. I saw Fifi yesterday, but Andile is coaching. Let me know as to what that does for the young ones, because representation for me means everything. But I want to know from your perspective.
I think just them being out here, when one of the young players came up, she was standing in the corner there with a phone in her hand, and she was actually shy to ask, and you know, we got up and we took a picture. I think that girl's going to remember this for the rest of her life. You know, parents taking pictures as well, saying I'm going to show my child. I got tagged on Instagram with a player taking a picture with myself in a field and saying in a few years time she'll be captaining this team and taking it to greater heights. So that's what it does for that young girl out there to realize her dream, saying that she's seen Refilwe, she's seen Andile, and wanting to be they are the role models now, because in the past we didn't have female role models. Now these ones are the role models to those youngsters out there, and I just say to them, be yourself, or be better than the current players that we have, because that is what you need to see yourself looking forward to and working hard at that. And the talent here just excites me.
Well, thank you so much. As you heard, it's not just the competition, it's more than that. It's not just the action that we see on the field of play, but everything else that happens even on the sidelines. Her name is Dr. Desiree Ellis, but to me, it's Coach Des. You always regret the opportunities that you don't take, but because of social media, we're seeing more and more people being courageous. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Drum roll, please. Introducing to you the winner of the ENGEN Sportscaster Search, Princess. Has that sunk in?
Oh, I don't think so. I think probably after this weekend when I'm back home and settle down, I'll be like, oh my goodness, what a weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to take you back. First of all, congratulations. You did that. Let's go back to when you saw the entry, the audition situation, the poster. Go up online. Where were you? Do you remember seeing it and saying, I'm going to win this? Or what were your thoughts?
When I saw the post out on my Instagram, because that's where it came through, I was at work, and when I saw it, I was just like, okay, this is very interesting. I feel like it's something I could do. I would definitely enjoy this. So I thought, when I get home, I am definitely going to take up that, and I did. Yeah.
When you were recording, when you're like, yeah, this is the one.
I recorded multiple times. Maybe like 5, 6. And I had to find that perfect audition, you know. I wanted to send out something that I'd be happy with, because I've always been told when you do something, my mentors always said, it's either you do it 100 or you don't do it at all. So when I finally had that perfect audition clip, I was like, okay, no, this is it. It's going out tomorrow morning. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
I think having heard you say that, I'm curious to know the type of person that you are. Are there any opportunities that you feel like you've missed out on in life?
Well, not quite really. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm one person. I take my spirituality and God very seriously. So as much as I can plan, He orders my steps. And for me, it has always been that thing of whenever I see an opportunity presented to me, I will take time to say, God, is this really what I'm meant to do? And I do tend to listen to say, okay, no, this is not for us. No, this is not for us. It's okay. More opportunities will come. And I think I haven't participated in a lot of competitions that were online, because I never felt that urge to. But with this one, it was that thing of, you have to go for this one. And I knew this one is an opportunity I need to take up, and it's my moment.
And this is your moment. What does the hashtag mean to you, having won this competition?
I think it means everything, really. It's big on, inspiration, and it somehow just, holistically puts you in that position where you believe it in yourself to say, no, this is actually my moment. And it validates your dream. It validates the goals and where one could aspire to see themselves. And for me, I was like, no, this is definitely my moment. I'm taking it up. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. I want to grow in this space. And even with that ENGEN hashtag, I'm definitely living it up. I'm enjoying every bit as it comes.
Just finally, before I let you go, what was your feeling about this competition? Obviously, because some players are playing in this competition for the very first time. Your first job was working at the Champ of Champs, and this is where dreams are made. So how's the experience been holistically?
It's been crazy, and when I say crazy of the talent, crazy of the ambiance, and having to see, football legends, but also to come across youngsters who are so passionate about football, and you can see that they literally putting their hearts out on the field. So I'm big on that, and it also just speaks volumes about the brand itself, ENGEN. They're big on even putting the ladies out there and giving them equal opportunities as the gents. So I'm all for girl power, girl empowerment, and it's inspirational, man. That's how I look at it, and I'm big on inspiration. I believe that for me, the only time I get to fulfill my purpose is when people look at me and look at my journey and they are inspired.
Yeah.
So I feel like, no, that's what the entire weekend of the Champ of Champs has been like for me. Very inspiring.
Well, Princess, I've had so much fun with you. It's been great getting to know you. Besties at home, I got myself a new bestie. This is Princess. She's the winner of the ENGEN Presenter Search. And man, oh man, we're excited to see the things that she's going to be doing with this fantastic brand.
David Matebula, the winning coach from KAIZER Chiefs, and I want to hear his thoughts. Coach, a very, very tight contest, man, and you saw that Khalishiwi came with a plan in place the first 15 minutes. You guys struggled a bit, but what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we're playing against a very good side. I mean, for them to be here, it means they are doing something good. We could see from the first 10 minutes that they're trying to be organized, trying to hit on a counter. First half, they didn't play much. I feel after 10-15 minutes, we were able to impose ourselves. And yeah, I think we controlled the game much better. And the goals helped, obviously. You know, but we didn't want to give them opportunities, and of which they got two, where the keeper made good saves. You know, I think he's an important player for us. That's why we're a team. You know, but yeah, they're a good side. I'm happy that we managed to win the match and move to the final.
Coach, and yeah, I just want to be controversial here, man. We know that KAIZER Chiefs is a brand, but the coach now just told me that you guys were definitely the favorites to go through, and the opposite coach was complaining a lot about the refs, man.
Yeah, I'm one person who doesn't focus much on the ref, because I know they are human beings, they will make mistakes. So I try to be as calm as I can, and I try to train my players to be positive, leave the referee alone. You know, that's my positive. Well, the referee can complain. We hear referees, I mean coaches all the time, they complain about referees. But referees, they make mistakes for both teams, you know. Even for us, they made mistakes, but I don't complain about referees. I don't talk about referees. Even when we play in GDL, I focus on my players. They must be mentally strong, and if I'm mentally strong off the field, and I think it rub off to the players on the field. Yeah.
That's positive. That's positive. You heard it here first. And coach, just in closing, man, what can we look forward to the final, and what words of motivation can you give to Khalishiwi?
Yeah, for me, I think they are a very good side. They've got very talented players. I think there's coaching in their team. You can see how they organize their way. I think going forward, if they work more harder and they believe in themselves, they can do far much better. Because I feel like they didn't play much when they are in position, you know. But I could hear the coach saying play, play, play. But our pressing and counter pressing was working well, you know. But I think they are good side with good individuals and better technical team. And moving to the final, it's not going to be an easy game. Stellenbosch, they are a well-organized team, well-drilled team. You can see even from their first team to the DDC team, they are doing well. And I've seen their match, they played well. So yeah, it's going to be a nice contest.
You've heard it here first. DVD, thank you a lot, my brother. All the best for the final. We are with the Stellenbosch FC assistant coach. And coach, I'd like to hear thoughts from the game, man. Good, nice scoreline. And once we had a chat here, you said you guys had a smooth sailing. Is that a fair reflection of the game?
No, not really. What we were trying to say that our boys played well. They put in the hard work, play according to the plan and stick to the plan. And I think we got the results because of that.
That's good, Coach. So, Coach, but tell me, man, in terms of your preparations, how did you guys come about in terms of preparing, and how was it? And with the climate conditions, you know, in Cape Town is different from here.
Yeah. Listen, it's difficult. Since we got the, we got need to climatize. Yesterday was difficult for us. But I think, as we go on with the games, we climatized the boys, got back to their normal, and could prepare well. We definitely have, they played according to the plan, as I said, and therefore I think we were successful.
That's refreshing to hear, Coach. And you got it here first, Stellenbosch FC versus KAIZER Chiefs on the final. Coach, what can we look out for in the final?
We'll give it our best. We'll give it our best. Look, it's always tough to play against a brand team like KAIZER Chiefs. And then for us, it's always a nice opportunity for our boys to showcase and show what we can do and what we're trying to do with these boys with our development in the academy. We feel we're getting there. We're not where we want to be, but we're getting there and getting stronger with that. So it's a good test for our club, for our boys, to see can we get to the next level.
That's good. Stellenbosch FC assistant coach, and you've got it here first. Your time to shine, ENGEN. This is their opportunity, and they've showed that by getting into the final. But to look out for the final, Stellenbosch FC versus KAIZER Chiefs.
have fun with the girls, but when I get to the boys, they're a bit more serious. So I'm trying to turn it down and hold myself together. With us right now is the midfielder of the tournament, Azasake, and we also have Ulutando. They're both from Stellies. One thing interesting about Azasake is you had a whole lot of emotion throughout the final. Let me know as to what was that all about and what was going through your mind.
It's because we started very well, won all of our games. We came here, we didn't get the result. So that's why I was so emotional, because I think we deserve something out of this tournament.
I mean, you deserve something, and I understand that you're deserving something. You wanted the gold because you do walk away with the silver, but you got an individual award. Are you proud of your performance?
I'm proud of my performance. Yes, I'm proud of the team. Like, I'm proud of everyone. We did good.
Yeah. Lutanda, I'm going to cross over to you. You are someone who looks like you don't have much to say because lots of shying, but let me know, how has the whole experience been?
Yeah, it was good, man. But yeah, we wanted the results, so we didn't. The result wasn't that good, but we wanted something so we can bring him to KAIZER.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's so sad.
Yeah. Let's talk about what has been the highlight for the both of you within this competition. I'll start with you, Lutando. The highlight of the competition.
I can start here.
Oh, you want me to start with him? I'm going to start with you.
It was very tough because we started adapting like from the other here in Joburg, because it's very different from outside in Cape Town. But we went through step by step, but at least we came to the final.
Yeah. Lutando?
It was tough, but we managed to outplay them. But yeah, unfortunately, the results was not good. But yeah, man, we'll try again the next year.
Well, gents, I hear that spirits are very low because we wanted the gold, but congratulations on making it all the way to the finals. As Joburgers, we're highly, highly proud of you, and we hope to see you again next year stronger than ever.
Thanks.
One of my favorite places to shoot the Gauteng Development League is at the Village, and that's where we get exposed to these young gentlemen who certainly don't disappoint with putting on a show. Tashil Ragunanan, you will know him as a quality defender, but we also have Neo Botlhoko, who's very infamous. Directly translated, he breaks people's hearts. Neo, top goal scorer in this competition. You scored the goal for KAIZER Chiefs within this final. How was that game for you?
Yeah, the game was tough, and yeah, we managed to win the game as a team and work hard as a team.
And for you, Tashil, I mean, you're, 15 years of age, defender of the tournament. How does that make you feel?
Obviously, it's a privilege to play for KAIZER Chiefs, and I'm proud that I won, but I just need to keep working.
Yeah. You're holding 2 trophies here. Let me know, you've got player of the tournament and you have defender of the tournament. Which one's your favorite?
I think player of the tournament, for sure.
And also, just looking at how football is, it's not really common for defenders to be players of the tournament. What does this say about your future? Where we ending up, and does this expand your dreams?
Of course, my dreams have always been big, but I just need to keep going, as I said.
Yeah. No, we want to know from you, what are your aspirations? I mean, we don't necessarily have these conversations with you at GDL because you normally at DDC. But let me know, the plans
Plans to go Europe, and yeah.
Which team?
Man City.
Man City? Ah, that's the right team. Who do you support?
I support Liverpool.
Okay, you already know who I'm going with. I'm going with Noah. Bye, Tashil.
That brings an end to the 22nd edition, the ENGEN Champ of Champs. It dates back to 2002, this competition. But I want to get into the predictions. None of us were really right in terms of getting both pictures right. We were all partially there.
I got it right. I got it semi-right because Devon ladies, man, they almost caused an upset.
Yeah.
I was hoping for them to cause an upset, but at the end of the day, Sundowns came through, and once they came through, my man, but they struggled in the first half.
Yeah.
They struggled in the first half. Devon ladies could have just turned the things around.
But mina ufuna ukukhuluma ngomunye umuntu othole 0. No, 0. No, 0.
Ka le talo sete la itore gape le batho le ba bogedi ko gae ba kgona gangene le gore ba batla go a bona ba bone bo letsatsi le go it's either ne tlo ba Durban ladies or Cape Town Roses kgatlhano le Mamelodi Sundowns e nngwe ya tsone ne tlo tshameka ba kgaola kgapa ba bone se ne ba se bana le ko makawane go nnile fela yalo finally ne le gore re solofetse rona Mamelodi Sundowns
kana Kaizer Chiefs le yona Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
But what about wait to me to go lapeng?
But
But one of your predictions, do you have 1 or 2, or you got 0?
Zero ga itshwenye ga batho ba itumetse go lapeng.
Okay. No, so all of us got 1-1-1.
Sundowns re buile ka yone like gore ya go etsaya mare sokotse coach ke ba le wena ka lo ntla motshameko ne ba sa bonane sentle mane ba sa jele Devon ladies ba tsene motshameko nga game plan ya gore okay right gore ba tshameka a re ba tlogeleng ba tshameke ba tleng go rona and then re ba lata ka counter mare Mamelodi Sundowns ka nna ba dire bone nno e ntle wena ntse la ke ba gola ba gape jalo sejana time ke utlwanta gore sejana sa tsama di setse di le pedi.
Guys, let's speak about what Sundowns did right. What went right with Mamelodi Sundowns?
Ke nagana gore Thando ga nka lebella Mamelodi Sundowns ba tlile ba itiene Mamelodi Sundowns se tlhopha se se popota gape ba itse gore ba ya makgaola kganyeng nkare gape se le gore go neletsana dikgwele ga bone o bone le jersey number ya bone Makaza ke mitsa change gear ama gear start change ama gear
when
mabitela change ama gear o bone gore o na go sokodisa ka lebelo thata ga ba ya go pele so Sundowns ba tlile ka gameplay da ba tshameka dikgwele mo gare ga ba tsa ba di isa go pele mabitela ke ka mo boneng jalo a kgonne go rosa dilo le Cardinal lane Devon ladies tabantse ko morago thata man they were absorbing a lot le Cardinal lane la cause no bona ga ba ragela dikgwele go pele e ne nna 4 against 1 mo lekong tse di o la sokola le go pele
ekugcineni mfethu nathanda experience ya counter laphana esingini sesent kunomagazi uyadlala ku first team sharp because uyadlala ku first team but unangakhe this year una 14 umagazi uthe ukukhula experience ya counter lapho kubadlali beMamelodi Sundowns khona abakwazi ukuyicabula first team laphana kuDurban Ladies sikhuluma ngokhoza uye kuphela okwazi ukuthi adlale laphana ku first team so experience ya counter ekugcineni bafethu.
But I think break it down for me the final last time.
Tandoman, I think Mamelodi Sundowns came with the right mentality to actually go at them. Because remember, when the odds are with you, you face an underdog that can definitely beat you on a counter. So they had a good game plan in terms of pushing high up the field and then playing the balls out wide so that they can be stretched, and then immediately once they are stretched then they can play through them. Well, it didn't happen so much in the first half, but in the second stint of the game, that's when the game opened up, and that's when Durban Ladies lost concentration, because you saw Inambateni Yabo, their captain, was on left, was on right, so she was not certain as to where is she gelling with their teammates. But there is one player that took the defender of the tournament, the left back. That lady has a good eye of a pass. She's also a good defender. So it tells you exactly what you need to know about the game that had happened today, because it was a close one, because the score was 1-0, and coming to this game, Durban Ladies they haven't conceded a lot of goals. So they were sitting back nicely, but at the end of the day they were broken by Sundowns.
Wow. Dwelling Panda caught up with the big ladies or the big ladies winners for Mamelodi Sundowns and Durban Ladies. Here's what they had to say after the tournament.
Well, there you have it. At the end of the competition, not everyone will walk away with individual awards, but these two ladies stood out from the competition. Here we've got Umakazi, who, when days attack, I call upon my captain. This is hers. She walks away with the midfielder of the tournament. Soban? Yebo. Ang shali dance lafo, tala, asiye, lafo, aibo, yeah, that is the midfielder of the tournament. And we also have Kwezi Khoza. If you watch the Hollywood Bet Super League, you will know her face. She got herself the striker of the tournament, and she also got herself the player of the tournament. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's in it dance at Devon. Just, I want to know from you ladies, the hashtag of this competition was hashtag own your moment. In which game specifically do you believe that you owned your moment? I'll start with you, Quiz.
It's the final.
The final?
Yeah.
Winner?
Honestly speaking, I think all the games were. I went all out all the games.
Yeah.
It was a matter of do or die situation.
Yeah. I mean, and also playing within the ENGEN Champ of Champs, it's not just about the football that we get exposed to, ladies, but you also get to meet really cool people who on a regular you don't get to meet. Did you guys make any friends who you believe that you'll be friends for a lifetime? Are you guys friends? Yeah. Nina Manga, Nina. I think right now, Masai chairs, we say we need a dance so what's Maswele hotel and show. Still like more white sheets. The sense of something. It's in it dance here together. Lapo. There we go. I am so proud of them. This is your player of the tournament, the striker of the tournament, and the midfielder of the tournament. I took a captain's armband because I gotta be a captain of something.
From one set of champions to the Glamour Boys. They come up on top against Stellenbosch. The second time in 2 years that they beat a Cape Town-based team. 2 years ago they'd beaten Cape Town City by 2-1. This was the time Lebza 1-0 against Stellenbosch.
No botlhoko o botlhoko o utlwisitse batho botlhoko. Jersey number 8 KAIZER Chiefs. Ntse like o buile ha ntse re gasa mo le gore o tlhoka fela tšhono e nosi. One chance, one take, one goal.
He's like us.
Yeah.
One take.
Lebza, it's like us. Boo.
Strikers.
Yeah. It's like o bontshitse jalo the strikers instinct gore okay khale ke sa bone dikgwela ke ne ba sa mo fene ba mo itse ba mo planet ne ba sa mone dikgwele ne o botlhoko mara itsa ya mo gela ga no se fela one take one chance ntse like one goal mme o gopole sentle wena ntse like Stellis le bone ba ntse sharp wena mo le mogare mo le wena Sifiso Gutle ba tsamekile sentle hela ka coach a thola bua rene ba botso ba pressure fela bone ke bone ba a botso mara ba tlola pele go tlhasela ka gonne ke bone ba nne tshuninyana tse dintsinyana fela ba palotse ke gore ba ka ditsana.
Fisher was saying to me then that no, Stellenbosch was the second half team. Wait for them to start cooking. They didn't quite cook.
Yeah, so Stellenbosch bethu mawubheka ibhola lazi ibhola overseas ile lokuthi thina asinjaha size kini iKaizer Chiefs lokhu bajaha so Stellenbosch iwine kanjalo ama game mangabheka amagoli amaningi iwathola second half nina niza kuye nize kuye nikhathale bese yona iyeza so nami bengilindile second half so kusho khona ukuthi ibhola la iningizimu Africa liwinile this time so man into engichaza mina yazithanda all about development Thashile Ragunanani umfana omncane owina kangaka
Tash yo
ngikhaza
defender and player of the tournament.
Dlamini sesemncane ubonile iphasi isuka kuye uyokorela yagolele lokugcina ku semifinal chaza abafana abancane manje lalela
hayi lalela
ya ngarialo kere KAIZER Chiefs tota na ba tlhasela o bone jalo re ke bone gore gameplay ya bone e ne se ka metse ka fela ka wana nelela ga Matala Makhubo o bone gore ne re ga ba tshwara dikgwele ne ba di romela go Matala Makhubo. He's my kind of player la itse gore ke rata di winga tse leng gore ba lebelo jalo ba tsa motshameko ba buisa go ba silele Stellenbosch ke nagana gore ya ka ga ba ne ba ntse ko morago na ba lebala gore kana karolo engwe tshameka only 25 minutes so wa nusiwa khotsa wa nusa and then ga o fetsa sengwe le sengwe se ka diragala ntwe ngwe gape ke itumeletseng yona ko KAIZER Chiefs a ke re bone re le morago la bone bangwe ba ile ko DDC bo fentse khosana le ka bona le la ga Royce Malachi ditsa ka tsane o kgonne gore a nne mo gare mo a kgona go stabilizer anti distraction mo tsotsele ko morago ka gone Stellenbosch ne re ga se tlhasela na ba taka lebelo le gaisa o la kgona go khata dikgwele le Thashile o na tshamekela go godimo ga lebala mo letsatsi la gompieno re mone ka makgetlo a tsana ko lebokso la 18 nka re yalo ke re motshameko ne le o popota Gauteng offense.
Counting one. Cosca, you love numbers, right? I'm going to give you the painful truth of football in numbers. Stellenbosch play the entire tournament, don't concede a single goal. The one goal they concede, they lose the final.
Sando, that's why I love numbers so much because it's enticing to actually talk about them. They've had a phenomenal tournament. These guys, they were playing like champions. They are. These guys showed prowess. They showed that they can be able to stand out. They beat Tottenham Hotspur for crying out loud. No, I have to mention it because that's my team. But in all honesty, they came to the tournament with one mission and one mission only, to actually win the final. But it couldn't happen because they faced a tough opposition in KAIZER Chiefs. I'll tell you now, KAIZER Chiefs in the semifinals, when they were playing Khalishiwi, they in the first half they had more than 5 box entries. I'm not talking about taking that, more than 5 box entries. And then coming to the final, KAIZER Chiefs had more than 10 attacking entries. Attacking third entry. So it definitely tells you that they set back. And then in the second half, they tried and create opportunities. This is now Stellenbosch. But it couldn't happen for their number 7, the boy who's pacey on the right. It couldn't happen for him. But because they were against good and intelligent fullbacks. Those fullbacks can maraud up and down with ease, because immediately once a fullback goes up, the game model of KAIZER Chiefs is that immediately once they go up, the central midfielders, they drop back to rest here. So everyone, is evident that everyone saw that. Immediately once Thashile went up, Mpo came and slotted into the left back position for a few seconds, and then they could recover. So their rotations are spectacular. They only won because they were disciplined in their tactical approach. That's it.
Who says Coscarinho needs the laptop for numbers? This guy's giving me to it raw. No laptop. no problem for Coscarinho. Let's chat about some of the winners then, guys.
Yeah.
Via the prize ceremony.
Yeah.
Ref of the tournament,
Fethu yazi ngithini kuye. Uyakhumbula lapha no GP Gangster ukuthi wawin uref of the waphinda win player of the tournament. So ngithi manje wena siyakubona player of the tournament. Mina sengina 32 mfana. Una 20, una 22 mara uthi mina sengina 32. So angaka sawina fethu. But bekulindelekile uyibambe kamnandi final and akukho lula ukubamba final especially yama out. Akukho lula. Yeah.
You love Tashil Ragunanan. We've seen his progression from Chiefs under 13. He played in the TDS tournament. He surely makes the national team now.
Yeah, and Tashil Ragunanan. La hopola makgetlo la ntlha ke mmona Tashil. Ke le boleletse ka re go na le sengwe se special ka Tashil Ragunanan. Ga se gantsi o ka bona motshameko e leng gore o berekisa leoto la molema e le gore ga monate. Batshameki ba le bantsi ba ba tshamekang ka leoto la molema ba ba ntla thata le game intelligence ya gagwe wa bona gore ya gola motshameko ka motshameko o lebella go nano ga ile o tshameka kwa under 15 o nna le letsogo le le go godimo ara go nna tshameka le ma under 17 go nano under 19 bona ke under 20 tournament ba mo tsena ke tshepa gore before setlha sa DDC se fela o tla kgabola ka fa lelene ka fa DDC ka fa
Cosca, Neo Buhluku's movement is impeccable. He doesn't need many touches in the box. He gets one touch, one goal, top goal scorer.
Defenders must be wary of such strikers. Those guys drop deep, they attract defenders to the center. As soon as they do that double movement, because remember, when an attacker drops deeper to the midfield, you come with him, you're creating a gap, and that gap is going to be exploited by either the wing or the 10. Neo does that very good. Yeah. He holds up play very nicely. He links up with his midfield very nicely. He is also on when it comes to counter pressing. So Neo Buhluku for me, and next Benny McCarthy, watch my win.
He just knows how to find the net. The key. He was a second top goal scorer in last year's under 23 league. Lebza, let's try to speak about the Stellenbosch number 10, man. I knew he deserved something. He gets midfield of the tournament.
Le ka bona le lentsa la ke bona la botlhoko wena mjiki ke le gore mo didimatse nna la wa bona gore so se mo twitse botlhoko wa rata di etsa gore le rato la gagwe le team le wena ntsa la ka go gore go botlhoko thata a itse gore go dano wa go etsa ya ka tle go le banele ka gonne go botlhale ntsa la go le mo goleng ya dina o itse go tshamekiwa jalo off the ball coach aka bua lene gore ha o tshameke fela go le mo lotong la gago la le gore go ile ha eyo ke te mona dira di movements le tsa gagwe tse le ka o bogale thata bana thando ka jalo wa deserve gore a ya mogele ya ka bo ya mogetseng ka gonne I mean come on ke ga kae o bona ba tshameka ba botlhale jaaka ena bana le bilo o bana le footballing brain o kgona go scanner le ka bona le scanner before bolo etla ga go le tlo scanner go isa kae ka montswa before spiso rata gore o ngepeki when you know
that so itjong se bana mahloni
so already ha itla wa itse go isa ka jalo tsala ke wa deserve bile ke itumetse gore at least gona le motshameko gapile go Stellenbosch.
So the real player that impressed us, all of us, he ended up winning 4 of the tournament. Totlang from there's a team in Kimberley, Khalishiwe. Dumeling Panda caught up with him. Before we chat about him, here's his thoughts about how he felt.
Others call him Loch, but I think after this competition, he's got a whole new name for himself. He walks away with an individual gong. I've spoken to you the whole weekend. I
give believe it. Yeah.
Let me know. I saw your mom in the crowd. How do you believe that carried you throughout this whole weekend?
Because support.
Yeah.
Throughout this week, get net bank go blom analyze so
yeah. I spoke to your mom and I told her that waiting sign on loan. So you'll still stay Khalishiwe, but then on loan. What do you mean?
I get
But congratulations, we're so proud of you. Thank you for being a delight to our screens in Joburg.
Thank you.
That is Sichava. Other people know him as Totlanga, other people know him as Lodge. Depends on what you refer to him as.
What does Fiso always say? He actually came up with this, not many people know it. Mom Nandu Mnand,
Liani Mnand, bafethu. But ke thathi Stella sa or my reliable sources. Zithi next season le ntwana izobe GDL. Angazi lalela.
Your sources are not reliable.
Angifuni ukunitshela before but into ekumele nibambe next season le ntwana GDL.
Coach, maybe you know, where is he? You bring him to UJ, you're getting him to study at UJ.
You guys are putting me on the spot. Look guys, the boy is great. The boy, he's so down to earth and it's rare to find a goat like that. And me predicting him for next year would be it's not doing justice to his performances today and on Friday. But what I saw from him is a soldier. What I saw from him is someone who's hungry to go forward. The lad is 17 years, guys. He's doing grade 10, and that raises eyebrows. Already, GDL teams are sniffing. I know, they are sniffing. I already had conversations with a few, but they're snitching. By the way, I'm not the agent, I'm not anything. I'm just, No, but also Mlungisi, they complement each other. Look, man, Khalishiwi has a good crop of players that are coming through, and the potential from these boys can only be nurtured in proper structures whereby the coaching is to detail. You can't scratch the surface with such talent. You have to go into detail. How you run on and off the ball, how you manipulate the ball, whether we have the ball, so the detail in coaching will get them to the next level. But most definitely, watch out for their future. 2025, something is coming.
2025, we continue with the ENGEN series. That's that then for this year's edition, done and into the books. Thanks for coming along with us on this journey of football on 216. We thank our presenter, Itumeleng Khosi Khadia Khapanda. She killed those interviews. We saw Princess M winning the ENGEN Sportscaster Challenge. But speaking of challenges, next week we have something special. You've heard of all these challenges, but have you heard of the Kating Katong Challenge? Stay tuned to the show to find out. But for now, we call it with the boys and say Kating Katong!